Yep. Okay, good. Color. Color turn. Freeze! Forward!
I'd like to welcome everyone here today. Glad that you are here. Can you please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Detail! Order! Forward! Color.
Detail! Hurry!
Give me the first one.
Roger!
Good morning. Thank you for joining us on this important day. Our police officers are our heroes. They put their safety, they put their lives on the line every day to keep the people of Illinois safe. Our police officers deserve our utmost support and respect and encouragement in their challenging profession. There is no more noble profession anywhere in the world than that of being a police officer. God bless our police officers. Today, we take an important step to support our officers and their families, especially our Gold Star families. Today, I'm signing an important piece of legislation, House Bill 5513, that creates financial support, additional financial support for our officers and their families. This bill creates a new source of revenue from the Illinois Lottery, a Illinois Lottery scratch-off program that will generate money that can go to support our officers. It will go primarily to three uses. Number one, it will go to fund police memorials. And we deserve to have the best memorials in the world for our fallen officers. We should cherish their memory and pay respect to their lives and their service every day. And this bill will allow us to fund additional support for our police memorials. This bill will also create funding for additional equipment so our police officers can have the latest technology, the latest equipment, and the best safety gear possibly available for each officer working to keep us safe. This bill will also create funding to support our Gold Star families, the families of fallen officers whose children need scholarships, whose family needs financial support as they struggle with their day-to-day lives. They have paid the ultimate sacrifice in their family. They deserve our support, and this bill will create additional financial support for the families of our fallen heroes. I would like to thank the leaders who've come together to get this important legislation passed. Especially, I would like to give a thanks to Republican House Leader Jim Durkin for his sponsorship of this bill. And I would like to turn the podium over to Leader Durkin at the present time. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. Governor, thank you. My name is Jim Durkin. I am the state representative of the 82nd District. I'm also the House Republican leader. I'm joined with my colleagues from the Illinois House. First and foremost is the leader, Dan Burke from the city of Chicago. Dan, thank you for joining us. Representative Fran Hurley from Oak Lawn. Representative Mike McAuliffe from Chicago. And former Representative Patty Bellock, who is now the Director of Secretary of Health and Family Services for the state of Illinois. Each one of these men and women were co-sponsors on House Bill 5513. I'd also like to introduce behind me, and I don't believe he has a speaking role, but is the FOP Chicago President, Kevin Graham. Kevin, thank you for joining us. Since 1985, the Illinois State Police Officers Memorial Committee has honored fallen officers annually by bearing the names of officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice on the police monument at our state capitol in Springfield. Since 2004, the Illinois State Police Memorial Park Fund has worked to preserve the history of its officers with construction of a museum to house exhibits and other historical items. But even more importantly, they are working towards developing and finishing the development of the Illinois State Police Memorial Park, which will be, I believe this October, there will be an honorary event opening that. These are all very noble causes. And since 2004, the Chicago Police Memorial Foundation has served as an organization dedicated to honoring the lives of our fallen heroes, the men and women of the Chicago Police Department. Now, since its inception, the Chicago Police Department has lost 582 officers while in the line of duty. The Illinois State Police and also other local governments, enforcement agencies, many of them, their heroes, lost their lives in the call of duty. Now, House Bill 5513 creates a lottery scratch-off game for the previously mentioned organizations to build and maintain a memorial or memorials, provide scholarships to children of officers killed or injured in the line of duty, and to provide financial assistance for the purchase or replacement of protective bulletproof vest. A Chicago police officer receives one free bulletproof vest upon graduation from the academy. That vest has approximately a 5-year lifespan to it. After that, the vest is no longer, when it's no longer usable, that Chicago police officer has to pick up the cost of the replacement out of his pocket, approximately $500. That $500 is a heavy expense for the officers and can make the difference with a difference between a family vacation or other family needs. Let's help these heroes and provide the support and respect they have earned. And Governor Rauner, thank you for endorsement of this legislation. I would now like to turn this over to Illinois State Police Director Leo Schmitz.
Give me right, Joe. Thank you. Thanks, Jim. Good morning. I'm Director Leo Schmitz, the Illinois State Police. As usual, it's always an honor to be here today. It's an honor to be here with Governor Bruce Rauner and everyone gathered to support law enforcement in signing of this bill. Thank you again, Governor Rauner, for signing this. On behalf of the men and women of the Illinois State Police, we are profoundly grateful to Representatives Jim Durkin, Dan Burke, Camille Lilly, Michael McAuliffe, Fran Hurley, Patricia Bellock, John DeMisi, and Senators Antonio Munoz, Marty Sandoval, William Brady, John Mulrow, and Mike Connell. These individuals sponsored this bill and worked tirelessly on behalf of law enforcement. We are truly grateful for their efforts, and I hope they know that. The fund raised on this new bill will serve as a tribute to these fallen heroes for their sacrifice and, more importantly, to help future generations of police officers, families, and their children. Although no amount of money could ever replace a loved one who has paid that ultimate sacrifice, I am sure law enforcement officers and their families across this great state will be truly grateful for the assistance this bill gives. Police officers go to work every day knowing that it may be the last day of their lives. They choose this selfless line of work and willingly put themselves in harm's way to protect and prevent other people from losing their lives. Because of this willingness to trade their lives for others, they represent the best in mankind. The death of a police officer is a tragic loss for all. Friends, relatives, mother, father, sister, brother, husband, wife, everybody. And many of them have lost their lives in the line of duty, and a lot of them I knew personally. I lost friends, good people. The families carry on, and that's what this helps. Under my command as Director of the Illinois State Police, we suffered two tragic losses. On February 6, 2018, the Illinois State Police lost Lieutenant Rich Kozik, my friend. On June 28, 2017, we also lost Trooper Ryan Albin. Great person, great family. Both were great police officers, and they will be missed. On February 13th of this year, the Chicago Police Department suffered a loss of a great leader, Commander Paul Bauer. These officers, along with hundreds of others across the state and nation, including the Illinois State Police that we've lost, will always be remembered and always will be missed. This bill not only provides financial assistance for officers and their families, but the funds will also be utilized for building and maintenance memorial for the parks, which are and will be hallowed grounds to ensure that not one of our fallen officers will ever be forgotten for that ultimate sacrifice. I'd like to thank everybody that's here. And I've been told many times, you can't do a lot yourself. But when others help, you can do anything you need to get done. I'd like to thank everybody that's been involved with this, and thank you, Governor, again, for signing this bill. I'd like to now introduce Director Jack Garcia, who also worked tirelessly on getting this bill done. Jack?
Thank you, Director. Good morning, Governor Rauner, Leader Durkin, Superintendent Klein, Director Schmitz, First Deputy Riccio, honored guest, and my fellow police officers. As the chairman of the Illinois State Police Memorial Park, I want to begin by thanking our governor, who demonstrates his support for law enforcement every day by signing important legislation like this to honor and remember our officers lost, our officers who are severely injured, and those families who live with loss every day. God bless you, sir, and your dedication to commitment to law enforcement and all first responders. To Representative Jim Durkin, Senator Tony Munoz, who took the lead role in making this legislation a reality, and Representative Dan Burke, Mike McAuliffe, Fran Hurley, Patricia Bellock. It has been my honor to work with these folks in the past on several projects, and I can tell everyone here that their commitment to the men and women of law enforcement is unwavering. Today we take another step in honoring our fallen heroes and their families, those sworn to protect and provide the safety to the citizens in all our communities, and the safety which too often is purchased with the lives of officers whose names are engraved in memorials like this and all around our great state. Day after day, we pray for their safe return of all our officers at the end of their tour, aware of the dangers, understanding the courage necessary for this calling, all while living their life by an oath to serve others. Praying that we never have to add another name to this and other memorials, but knowing full well that day will come again. We, the living, are called to remember and pay tribute to those who have given the ultimate sacrifice while ensuring we have the resources necessary to provide for the survivors of these folks. This new Lotto legislation will assist us with that important responsibility. On behalf of the Illinois State Police Heritage Foundation, I thank you for your support and continued commitment to making sure all our officers and their loved ones are never forgotten. Thank you. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the President of the Illinois Police Officers Memorial Committee, Mr. Dave Johnson.
Dave Johnson. I'm the president of the Illinois Police Officer Memorial Committee, and I retired as a lieutenant at the Sangamon County Sheriff's Department in Springfield. The Illinois Police Officer Memorial Committee's single goal is to maintain the memorial on the Capitol grounds, and on the first Thursday of each May, hold a memorial service for officers that have lost their lives not only in the previous year, but we also research historically. We'll go back to when Illinois was just a territory, and if anybody had lost their lives in the performance of their duty, we'll research it, and also their name will go on the wall. We honor federal, state, county, and local, and also correctional officers on that wall. It's the only statue on Capitol grounds that is fully insured, and the only one that is cleaned each and every year prior to our memorial service. We believe that to be sacred and hallowed ground, and we treat it as such so that that statue always represents the best, because it is representing the best that Illinois had to offer. With this money, we will continue our focus on that, as well as I've been making announcements, a couple of other appearances I've been at, that the Memorial Committee is now going to enter into at least 2 scholarships for dependents of police officers who lost their lives, and our starting amount is $3,000. With this money, I'm sure that that might go up, or more scholarships will be offered. So on behalf of the Illinois Police Officers Memorial Committee, when we come to honor those each May in Springfield, we always say we come to honor and memorialize them not for how they died, but for how they lived their lives, because that is their true tribute of what they did each and every day of their life before they made the ultimate sacrifice. So I'd like to thank the organizations that worked behind the scenes to get this crafted, the General Assembly for passing it, and for Governor Rauner to sign it, because this money will come in useful for everybody and their goals. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Next to speak will be Superintendent Phil Klein.
Thank you. Good morning. I'd be remiss if I didn't identify somebody out in the crowd there who's one of my heroes. Police Officer Cedric Brumley, who was catastrophically injured 12 years ago, comes to all these different events, and his daughter's one of the recipients of our education grants. Thank you for coming today, Cedric. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining us here today. Thank you to Governor Rauner, Leader Durkin, all the senators and state reps who helped pass this bill. The Chicago Police Memorial Foundation is grateful to be a beneficiary of the Illinois Lottery game honoring Illinois police charities. The Chicago Police Memorial Foundation is dedicated to honoring the lives of our fallen heroes. The foundation provides support and assistance to the families of Chicago police officers who were killed or catastrophically injured in the line of duty. On the wall in the sacrifice area just down the path about 100 yards are the names of 582 Chicago police officers who were killed in the line of duty. None of those officers went to work that day knowing that they would not go home. But if you could have asked them, what do you want? Their answer would have been, take care of my family. The officers that are standing to my right are connected to those 582 heroes because both them and the 582 officers on the wall carried the same Chicago police star. They wear their stars proudly because they are the latest generation of dedicated police officers who are the thin blue line between a civilized society and total anarchy. The funds that come from this lottery game will help us further our mission and support Chicago police families in need. The funds will help maintain Gold Star Families Memorial and Park, hold annual memorial commemorations, educate the children of officers killed or catastrophically injured in the line of duty, purchase bulletproof vests for officers, and provide financial assistance to police officers and their families when a police officer is killed or injured in the line of duty. The proceeds will help us ensure that we never forget any police officer and their families who made the ultimate sacrifice. God bless you, and God bless the Chicago Police Department. Thank you. It's my honor now to introduce the First Deputy of the Chicago Police Department, Tony Riccio.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Anthony Riccio. I'm the First Deputy Superintendent of the Chicago Police Department. And I'm honored to be joined here today by Governor Rauner and the other elected officials to witness the signing of this bill that will bring into law this new scratch-off lottery ticket to assist families of police officers who have been killed or catastrophically injured in the line of duty. The scholarships and other programs that this initiative will bring forth will help preserve the memories of real heroes who sacrificed their lives protecting others. While nothing can ever fill the empty seat at the dinner table, we must continually work to keep the men and women alive. We must remember their bravery and their sacrifices through efforts like this lottery. And one more note before I ask the governor to sign this, I just want to comment on the incredible support that he has given to the men and women of police departments throughout this state. He's been a great supporter for us, and I think we're all very grateful to him. So, Governor, with that, let's get signing. Thank you.
God bless our police officers.
Thank you, Governor.
God bless our police families. See if the press has any on topics, and then we'll take a break.
Gotcha.
Anybody in the press have on-topic questions for me or any of our heroes? We're happy to take them now, otherwise we'll take a break. Any on-topic questions? Okay, again, God bless our police officers and their families. They're our heroes. And God bless America. Thanks very much, everybody.
Detail, okay, up, there, good. Hey, detail,
Good morning, guys. How you doing? Good. Good. Everybody ready? Thank you for joining us today. It's an important step to support our police officers and their families today. I was honored to sign House Bill 5513, which creates a new lottery scratch-off program that will create revenue so we can fund police memorials around the state, so we can fund increased safety equipment for our officers, and we can also fund scholarships and other support for families of fallen officers. Our police officers are our heroes. They deserve our utmost support, and this bill is another step we've taken to support them. So it's a good day, an important step. Thank you for joining us.
Governor, can you tell us your thoughts on the consent decree that was issued last week, if you think it goes far enough or any more changes that you'd like to see?
Well, I'll say a couple things. Our team is evaluating all the detail of the consent decree. We'll be having opinions in the future about the detail of it. I'll say a few things. First, again, our police officers are our heroes. They put their lives on the line to keep us all safe. They deserve our fullest support and respect. In that regard, I think we need to do everything we can to enhance the equipment safety for our officers and make sure they've got the best available. In many neighborhoods, we don't have that for officers. We also need to do more to support training for our officers so that they can be the best in their profession possible. Our officers want to do that. We need to get more training and the latest technology for our officers. I also think we need to work together with community leaders and officers to enhance community relations between our officers and the members of the communities that they serve. And I think we all support that, and improving our relationships and our partnership between residents and homeowners and the police is an important step, and I want to work together with officers to do that.
Should there even be a consent decree?
Well, we deal with the facts as they are, and we'll be talking about it in detail in the future.
Well, there's two lines of thought on this, and one's the FOP's line of thought, which is the challenge what the draft is going to be, or the draft that was released, and then the other line of thought is what the mayor and what the attorney general were saying, which is that this is going to actually reform the department for years to come when previous efforts have failed.
Well, again, our officers are our heroes. They deserve our support. I am a strong advocate for our police officers, and I look forward to working with them to support them every way we can.
Who's the best candidate for mayor that you've seen to take on something like this for the next few years?
Well, I will not comment on specific candidates for mayor. I will say again, as I have publicly in the past, I'm deeply disappointed by Mayor Emanuel's performance on most every level.
Would Willie Wilson execute this consent decree well, do you think?
Again, I will not comment on specific candidates at the present time.
And we have time for one more. Do you think that there have been improvements? You've done a lot of work with criminal justice thing. You're talking about community relations. Have you seen an improvement in Chicago or maybe in surrounding counties with this problem that we've had? Community, like race relations, post Laquan McDonald. Do you think it's gotten better?
Well, again, our police officers are our heroes. I support them very strongly. And we need to do everything we can to support them with training, with equipment, and helping them in their noble profession enhance their relationships and partnerships with community residents.
Governor, what do you say to...
Thanks very much, everybody.
Everyone.